Manchester United have failed to win 3 Premier League matches in a row, and in all 3 of them the Red Devil has failed to score any goals against their opponents. So what is making the Manchester United players powerless to score, and how long will this situation last? This is a very important time for the race for a place in the top 4 EPL. In the last 3 matches, according to statistics, Man United players are shooting much less than their opponents. Because it did not create many definitive situations, it proved that the Red Devil had problems in deploying the battle and organizing the attack plan. This also suggests that Erik ten Hag has not yet found a way to solve the problem called Casemiro. In that match against Liverpool, Manchester United had the Brazilian midfielder's services, but Casemiro's slow start predicted a disaster. Fans are accustomed to watching Casemiro play at a high level. The Brazilian midfielder lost the ball several times in the early stages of the match against Liverpool, and was uncomfortable with Liverpool's pressing style of play. Casemiro had to leave the pitch in the 77th minute, and he was replaced by Sabitzer after launching 29 passes and succeeding only 18 of them. This is the match with the lowest pass success rate of the former Real Madrid star. Up to the present time, Casemiro is gradually showing an overload after Man United's dense schedule. But that was not the worst. The red card after only 34 minutes in the match against Southampton made Casemiro suspended for 4 matches. The absence of the most important player in the Red Devils' play makes the Man United machine no longer work smoothly. Erik ten Hag's system exposes many problems and loopholes. All the problems are inherent. Many stars in the current Red Devil team are not enough to bring the team up. Scott McTominay is a typical example. The Scottish midfielder resonated in the national team's series, but when facing Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes, the difference in quality between the two players was shown very clearly. Next are the factors directly contributing to the goal of Manchester United. Marcus Rashford has rebounded strongly this season, consistently scoring goals to take Man United from victory to victory, but no matter how good the English striker is, the burden of scoring goals and the continuous playing schedule has made Rashford injured. Before the match against Newcastle, Erik ten Hag shared that the striker wearing the number 10 shirt needs to rest. Marcus Rashford did not have any impact on the match against Newcastle. The data from SofaScore showed that Rashford could not even make a final shot toward Newcastle's goal. At the same time, he could not create opportunities for his teammates to score goals, and his attempts to dribble past the striker failed. When Rashford is not showing much, where are the other spearheads of Man United? Looking at the 3 names, Weghorst, Antony, and Jadon Sancho, perhaps the Manutians also side with boredom. Wout Weghorst is proving to be one of Erik ten Hag's most disappointing deals to date. The Dutchman is just a backup for United in the winter transfer window, as the Red Devil has no choice but to replace Ronaldo. Not only did Wout Weghorst fail to share Rashford's goal burden, but the player also missed a lot of chances to score goals. In January, the 30-year-old Dutch international joined the Red Devil on a 6-month loan from Burnley. Weghorst has been playing regularly in the last few weeks with 19 consecutive starting matches. However, after the Man United defeat to Newcastle, ten Hag may not have any reason to defend the compatriot. In more than 60 minutes on the field, Weghorst only had 10 touches and launched 4 accurate passes. It is worth mentioning that Weghorst's only shot in this match did not hit the target, and he also failed in the entire duel and air battle against Newcastle players. Although this player always plays with the spirit of giving his all for the team, which many players did not do last season, he is clearly not good enough to become a striker in the starting lineup of a big team like Manchester United. Jadon Sancho is also a name that causes a lot of disappointment. When Erik ten Hag came to Manchester United, it was predicted that he would help the player of the 3 masters become a bright star, because the Dutch coach was very good at raising many young players. Now, Sancho is facing a precarious future at Old Trafford. Although Ten Hag has created many opportunities, the 23-year-old midfielder has not overcome his physical weakness and lack of confidence when he has the ball in his foot. This season, Sancho has only had a few moments of brilliance, but those are not enough, and a club like Man United cannot accept a deal that costs £73 million to perform so poorly. Last summer, coach Erik ten Hag asked the board to bring in a new attacking player. The Dutchman wants to limit the number of minutes played and Cristiano Ronaldo's influence, gradually reducing the club's reliance on Ronaldo. Therefore, the signing of a striker is necessary. Man United initially have a cautious attitude towards Antony, especially with the price of €100 million for the player who only scored 25 goals in his career. United's owners backed Erik ten Hag and made the Brazilian the second most expensive signing in the club's history. What Antony showed was not bad, but over time the frustration is becoming more apparent. Antony soon made an impact at Old Trafford. He scored his first goal in a 3-1 win over Arsenal, followed by goals against Manchester City and Everton. Antony's price is not cheap, but he feels he is worth the money. But the 22-year-old gradually lost, the goal was exhausted and suspicion began to appear. Instead of efficiency in gameplay, Antony is constantly ridiculed for his pointless act of rotating the compass. A team that doesn't concede is a team that doesn't know the smell of defeat, but a team that knows how to score is a team that knows the feeling of winning. Manchester United and Erik ten Hag understand that, so in the summer transfer window, the Red Devil is hunting a world-class striker. Harry Kane is one of the potential names to join Old Trafford in the summer. Tottenham striker's level is debatable, as he has always been a key factor for Spurs for many seasons. The biggest obstacle is probably the age of the captain of the Three Lions. Harry Kane is 29 years old and his ability to maintain his peak is probably not too long. There have been rumours of United being willing to break the bank to bring in Serie A top scorer Victor Osimhen. After 23 matches in the Italian national championship, Osimhen had 21 goals and 5 assists. Possessing physical strength and fitness, the ability to finish, and superior scoring skills have made Victor Osimhen a very hot commodity in the upcoming summer transfer window. In particular, the Napoli star is only 24 years old and can still continue to grow stronger. This is a story about summer plans. Back to reality, Erik ten Hag needs to quickly solve the goal output plan if he does not want to fail the top four regrettably. While waiting for Casemiro to return, the Dutch strategist needs other options to approach the opponent's goal, as well as looking forward to Rashford soon recovering fully and continuing to score in the next matches. Only that will help Man United overcome a series of poor matches and move towards the Champions League ticket next season.